Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. I'm wearing the shirt that I wore at the last Patriots Day Freedom Fest, specially made for me by my wife. All right, Tulsi Gabbard's just nailing Barack Obama and his gang to the wall. And I can sum this up real easy. Bottom line is before President Trump took office, 2 weeks before he took office and Barack Obama left office, Barack Obama set in motion, remember, they listened to them too, set in motion a Russian BS collusion to basically mess up Trump and handicap Trump, which he had to live with for a couple years, going through all that he went through over it. And the whole gist of it is they did this knowing all the information they were using was bullshit. It gets even better. This is the same cast of characters in the 2020 election, all signed that letter, 50 some odd intelligence saying, oh, this was all Russian laptop collusion. Comey knew, the FBI knew, everybody knew the laptop was not Russian collusion. Everybody knew interference. Everybody knew it all was a bunch of baloney. And they did this to President Trump, his family, his allies, and our country. And you know why they got away with it? They thought they could get away with it? 2 reasons. 1, the media would report anything they said. And 2, they thought Trump had no chance in hell coming back and winning in 2020. It's blown up on him. Trump yesterday signed an AI executive order accelerating AI development. I was thinking about this, folks. Thank God he is president, because if Kamala Harris was elected president, we would be left in the dust right now on AI. It's big. Mike Lindell won his appeal. The Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals has reversed his decision, having to pay $5 million on the election interference. Congratulations to Mr. MyPillow. Trump's visiting the Federal Reserve today. This ought to make every American angrier than hell. The Fed spent $2.5 billion on an office complex. I want to know who the contractors are. Nobody ever talks about this. When they talk about this government spending, who's the money going to? Who are the federal contractors who are milking the Fed at our cost? Columbia is having to pay a $200 million fine to resolve their differences with Trump. Harvard, take note. Hillary, this is wild. Part of what Tulsi Gabbard is declassified is the Russians didn't have any goods to compromise Trump. They had the goods to compromise Hillary Clinton, who they thought was going to win. And you know what it was? 1, she was using tranquilizers heavily. 2, she was a psycho-emotional wreck. 3, she was power hungry. Everything we already know about old Hillary. Unfreaking believable. And this wench, Hillary Clinton, furthered that Russian collusion. God, she is a first-class bitch. And I tell you, I want to see the C word. Colberger Sentencing yesterday. I ended up watching it. I watched all. I told you I wasn't yesterday. I went back to the office. It was on. I watched it. I cried. The statements. I love the people who spoke that wanted to get a piece of it. I mean, it's just unbelievable. Look at everybody, that look on his face. The judge was very good. Very good. I cannot believe that this guy won't die in prison. A horrible death. Let's hope. Epstein grand jury. A court in Florida is not going to release that grand jury tapes, but there's other courts where it was involved. We'll see. Grand jury tapes genuinely are not released. I still believe, and I'm calling it, folks, nobody else is saying this, what's going to happen is the Justice Department, Kash Patel, and the White House is going to put together a list of all the people that were implicated in a bad way with Epstein. That's what's going to end up happening in this. House Oversight's going to subpoena Bill and Hillary Clinton relative to the Epsteins. Good. House Oversight Committee is going to subpoena Barack Obama. Let's get him. House Oversight Committee is going to talk to Ghislaine Maxwell. Let's get all the information. I want to share something with you generally about all this. Barack Obama and the Clintons may never end up having to face criminal prosecution for all kinds of reasons, immunity, statute of limitations. But we can forever destroy their bad reputations so the world and history knows who they were and what they were. I'll take that. No world news or pop culture of note to report, so let's get to sports without boundaries. Shohei Ohtani, Dodger record, broke a Dodger record, 5 home runs, 5 straight games. I'm going to go see him next week when he comes to Cincinnati. John Harbaugh went to the White House, visit with his brother. You know what he said? I root for the president. See, the media is always wanting to try to get. It's awesome that we now have athletes and some Hollywood folks, musicians and whatnot, who are willing to say, hey, I'm supporting Trump. I'm supporting their president. And do so without the backlash that they once got. It's a good thing. Shakespeare insulted night today. Do not be a repulsive, repugnant wagtail. I know a lot of those. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.